All right, guys. Appreciate all of you tuning in for this Q&A overtime stream. Happy Tuesday to all of you. Just going to wait a few more minutes before we start this stream. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. My name is JG9. If you have never been to a JG9 live Q&A stream before, I'll explain how it works in just a little bit. How's it going, Dakota? J.K. Dobbins to the Broncos. Like that move for them a lot. Good running back depth there. Number one song of the day of Brother, Can You Spare an Upright? Oh, I don't know. If you haven't seen today's video, we go back to 1966, September of 1966 on that one. The number one song in September of 66? Again, my knowledge of the 60s is not great. How's it going, Kev? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm just going to get sticking into the streets. How's it going, Jared? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you being here, man. We're just doing a little Q&A overtime. Usually we do, like, games around this time. We usually do some games. We'll call Major League Baseball. We'll call NBA. We'll call college basketball, college football, NFL, obviously. UFL, the championship is Saturday, but we're not going to, can't do that tonight, unfortunately. Keller with a 20, episode 3. All right, let's get this OT period started. All right, so how this Q&A stream works is like this. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Wolkoff. I'm right there with you on that one. Someone said he would not have gone that. How this Q&A overtime stream works is like this. We're going to take all your questions. Every donation, though, increases the time that we're on stream. And if you want me to react to any audio, want me to react to any video, want me to react to anything like that, I do get to see the Mariners tonight. Thank God it was not at last night's game. I would have blown a casket. Frankly, with you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you being here. So, every donation will increase the time we're on stream. If you want me to react to any audio, any video, any chat GPT requests, so we do this thing where we have people send in these weird chat GPT prompts, and I'll put them in, and we will have a lot of fun with that on stream. And then Keller with another 5. Appreciate you, man. Doof makes an 8er that turns bullpens into literal bulls. Oh, boy. Josh Oliver extended. I like that move a lot. He's a solid backup tight end. He's a really solid backup. Didn't work out in Jacksonville, but seemed to have worked out very well in his second and third act. So, good for the guy. Happy for him. Doof makes an error. Yeah, walk up for 7 minutes. Should never gotten there. Yeah, but we lost Justin Martinez, and, man. Just poor all the way around. But at least we got the win. It should have been an easy 4-0 game, but then J-Mar gets hurt. Bingham can't get an out. All right, so we'll do Phineas and Ferb later on just because I have the headphones already set in, so I'll put episode 3 in a little bit. Millennium of the Blind, Michael with a 2. Appreciate you, man. Let's react to that. I'll do that ChatGPT as well. Appreciate you, Michael, on that. I'll put it to a vote. Again, every donation also counts toward you make the call. How we decide which game we're calling. Are we calling Yankees Royals on Thursday night or Cardinals Brewers? So appreciate you guys a ton. Put it to a vote. League of Villains, best Jimmy Neutron episode. The one word Survivor. I think the best one is the one word Survivor. I forget which one it was. Yeah, Martinez on 15-day IL. Mena on 60-day IL. Zayaka on the 15-day IL. I mean, the whole team is dead. The whole pitching staff at this point is dead. Like, I'm going to be called up for the game tomorrow. Like, tomorrow I will be pitching for the Diamondbacks at this rate. And then I go another to a deadly night side. Let's do that. Appreciate you, man, as always. All right, this is going to be a good OT period so far. All right. So the best special. Is that the one? The one where it was like an episode of Survivor. Where they were trapped. I forget the name of it. That one was incredible. ChatGPT a major outage. Oh, boy. Ooh, and I'm guessing everyone was not productive in the slightest bit as a result. Been a wild weekend of constant painting, cleaning, and touching up houses to try and put it on the market. Oh, man, good luck, man. Good luck with that. And then Michael with another tour, album closer. You know what that means. Oh, crap. Yes, Nightshade. Yep. I got on Nightshade. Got on that. Oh, crap. Well, I'll close the poll here. So Michael 6 is going to that. Oh, boy. Such a tumor would take number 1 a week later. Oh, okay. All the villains from the show joined to defeat Jimmy once for all. That was a good one. Was it in Dino Town? Wait, hang on. Jimmy Neutron episodes. Hang on. It was a, like, 90-minute special. Hang on. It was a 90-minute special. Okay, hang on. Oh my god, I'm blanking on it. I'm blanking on it. Is it Win, Lose, Kaboom? Hang on. It might be Win, Lose, Kaboom. Maybe? And then Michael with a 5 or My World. All right. Beautiful. Yes. Win, Lose, and Kaboom. That's the one. Win, Lose, and Kaboom. Win, Lose, and Kaboom is the episode. And that one's Metallica. Yep. Oh, boy. All right. Appreciate all you guys a ton for this. All right, let's see what we got here. $35.98. $5 going to the Cardinals game as well. All right, so let's start with some Megadeth. Some of them Saint Anger, absolutely. Running with a blind. Start off with this. How's it going, David? Appreciate tuning in for this Q&A overtime stream. Make a League of Villains from ChatGPT characters. Ooh. Well, Doof would have to be on there for League of Villains. Stephanie's got me on there. The League of Villains for ChatGPT characters. Yeah, Commissioner Stephanie and Doof are there. Who else would be there for villains? Plankton? Maybe Plankton. Oh, wow. This song feels like a... This feels like a Bon Jovi song. It feels like a House of the Rising Sun almost. Engaboo, yes. Yes. Absolutely on that. We're just doing a Q&A overtime stream right now, so you see what it takes to get into the queue. And requests and whatnot. Appreciate all you guys a ton for this. Raven's only that Science Fair one. You'll do Phineas and Ferb to end it. It's got everything in. Jake will probably start 55 to 60% of the snap share, then lower it to 35-30 to keep him healthy for playoffs so that RJ Hampton pop up. I'm with you there. I think it's a good move. Get a veteran in there alongside the rookie. I like the move. And Jake can still play. Thomas can still play. He stays healthy. He can still play. Yes, he is the most famous Neutron villain. Yes. Absolutely. All right. Now the drum picks up. All right, here we go. Most famous Fairly Odd Parents villain. Oh, it's gotta be Crocker. It's easily Crocker. All right, who else could it be? It's gotta be Crocker. How's it going, Jake? Appreciate tuning in. Appreciate you being here. We called hockey last night. That was something else, that game. We're working towards something. I can tell. We're working towards something here. Yeah, Crocker's in the league as well. Yes, he's got to be. Like, just the marching beat on this one. The marching beat is good. There's definitely like fragments of songs here, but it all fits together. It's one of those songs that I don't think should work, but it does. Plankton, Gooba, Crocker, Doof, and Stephanie. Yes, I think that's the 5. Who else should join? Ooh. How come when a goal was scored, you never say shoot scores instead of shot on a goal or something like that? Just me from calling soccer in the past. Again, that was the first time calling hockey. My first time ever calling hockey. So that was just one of those just natural instincts kind of things. Fiction on Perfect Game tonight. Fiction on that. Definitely won't be from Brandon Fott. I know that much. All right. Deadly Nightshade. Yeah, I like Mario 5, yeah. Once you get too many characters, it gets kind of insane. It's 7 seasons with the Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton has 1 season where he earned 1+ WAR. That's it? That's insane. Oh, 2 seasons. I think he will get 1 this year. Yes, I think so. I think he will get 1 this year. Let's go, Adrian. Appreciate you tuning in. Right, most they score when a goal is scored. I mean, it's just a natural instinct in me where it's tough to see the puck necessarily, and you assume every shot's going to get saved. So it surprises you when it goes in. It's one of those. Rob with a 6, appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? MLB hires the Blue Hair Turner, moves Sternberg as the owner, relocate the race to Orlando. Love it. And then Keller with a 5. Yeah, I'm dying for Stan to get to the mark. He would get in from 500. He would get in with 500. Appreciate you, Keller. ChatGPT League of Villains. All right. Had a feeling that was coming. Had a feeling on that one. E1 Cardinals. All right, perfect. Perfect on that one. One soccer commentators say score. Well, soccer commentators. Soccer commentators just lose their minds when a goal happens. Appreciate you guys a ton. Let me reset the clock a little bit. World Cup qualifying done until September. Yes, it is. Yep, it never happened to the summer. Australia finally made it. Bill's shining Shaq Thompson. I like it. He's not the same guy I was, but you know what? A good veteran presence can't hurt. Good veteran presence can hurt. Tell me I'm better than Stan. I mean, right now he is. All right, so let's see. I mean, that was one of the greatest goals of all time. We consider the circumstances. The Aguero goal was incredible. Finally? Wait. No, I mean like... Right, I don't mean like finally in the sense that it's about time. It's more of like... It took a while for them to qualify. It's one of those you thought was going to happen well before. But yeah, they made every year since 2006. Dimsdale is seemingly in the Bay Area, so Crocker will be a natural fit. Yes. And Retro Phil seems to be Texas. I think so. So the questions. Australia makes it every year. It's more... It took until the last day of qualifying to make it, which I did not see coming. Then again, they only had to not avoid losing by 5 goals, so... All right. You pretty sure I get straight in for this, that? Oh, you're good, man. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're good. I'm enjoying this. This is good. I'm pretty sure I get tuned in for the Q&A overtime stream. This guitar solo is nuts. This guitar solo in this song is nuts. Metroville with? I would probably say Dallas. I'd probably say Dallas. Well, because he was a drop-off to the point where he was drafted so low. He did not look good last year. The injury, he did not look the same. Pocket presence was rough. We're doing character was shot 3 years ago. Is that Mr. Burns? Is that Mr. Burns? Probably make a project with the ChatGPT verse. Nice. Edmund is more than 4 times the war Stan has. Yeah, Edmund's playing a lot better than Stan since Stan joined the Yankees. Jerry Alexander, I think it's going to be the Vikings or the Dolphins. I think it's going to be the Vikings or the Dolphins. Dinsdale. I want to say Sacramento. I'll say Sacramento. And Mr. Burns could absolutely be in that league someday. Absolutely be in that league someday. Alright, let's try this. We got Springfield State first. We do. I've always associated Springfield with Missouri. I've always associated Springfield with Missouri. Is Chile out? Holy cow. You got a 40-18 field. Chile can't qualify it. Oh, wow. That's sad about the Padres. That's insane. Yeah, Bermuda has a chance. I think San Marino still has a chance, right? San Marino still got a chance of making the World Cup. I think. Right? Isn't there technically a path for San Marino to make it? There's still a chance. I mean, it's going to be weird in CONCACAF this year with Bermuda. Just because, obviously, the USA, Canada, and Mexico each have automatic spots. You know which one's based off of? Ooh. I do not. I've heard something about Oregon. Spits of Oregon. How many are you bandwagon? I'm not opposed. They never made before. It's a slow album closer. I like it, though. I love Jerry Alexander to go to the Vikings. That defense would be scary. Packers fans, yes. Would cry on that one. I could see him in Minnesota or Miami. I think it's going to be one of those two. Yeah, that's been a while. But remember, the Padres were not good for a while. Yeah, tomorrow's 1 year until the World Cup kicks off. We'll do a lot of games on the channel. We will do a lot of World Cup games. Don't you worry. We'll be doing a lot of them. It's where the album closer is the title track. You should have put that at the very end, but you see we're in a Q&A overtime stream, so get those requests in and whatnot. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Rams are a sleeper. I could see the Rams potentially. It seems like a Rams fit too. Tomorrow we're going to be live for... What are we live for tomorrow? NBA Finals. Tomorrow's NBA Finals. We're live for the NBA Finals. So we'll be live at 8:30 for the NBA Finals. Should be a fun one. Yeah, right now we're just doing Q&A overtime again. All your ChatGPTs and requests. What's San Antonio Police Show 95? Ooh. Chicago? Curacao still has a chance. Where are they ranked in the rankings? Like, we got like 180 or something. They cannot be that high in the FIFA rankings. They cannot be that high in the rankings. Oh, they're 90? Wait, they're a lot higher than I thought. They're really 90? That is impressive. It's a lot higher than I thought. Yeah, they're leading right now against Haiti. It's wrong. Ah. Like, this is gonna be like, there are gonna be some nice things about 48 teams. Like, you're gonna see teams making that have never made before. They're just gonna be, it's gonna be awesome. Well, Curacao is in. They're already in. Where should the first league of villains meeting be? Do I mean Minnesota? Oh, I mean that for Jair Alexander. I mean that for Jameer Alexander. Jamaica, they're in. Jamaica's qualified for the third round of qualifying. Jamaica's qualified for the third round of qualifying. Jaguars ran? Yes. Yes, you missed the Jaguars ran. Nothing happened today, minicamp. Nothing happened, basically. Yeah, Jamaica qualified for the third round. They're in. 40-team World Cup. I'm not crazy about it either, but at least one of the nice things. I'm not crazy about the format. At least it's not the 16 groups of 3. I'd rather have it be 24, like 24, go from 48 to 24, 24 to 8. And then you go 8 to 4, 4 to 2. I'd rather have it be like that. I don't like third place teams getting in. What game was referenced during errors of 10 years guest host on Jeopardy? The game where the Buccaneers game, NFC Championship. Oh, I would say St. George. Yeah, I would say St. George would be the one. How about Jacksonville? Nothing. Nothing about Jacksonville. Nothing happened in Jacksonville. What sitcom debut in 85 with a butler living with a middle-income family? Oh. Oh, I have no idea. How's it going, Cujo? Appreciate you tuning in. Running back one for the Jags, I think it will be Bigsby. I think it's going to be Tank Bigsby. Bermuda Triangle is a place where a lot of ships sink, according to urban legend. Team did some announcements, which is Phoenix, yes. It wasn't 18. It definitely was not 18. Yeah, but I remember that one. Djibouti to qualify? Yes, I'm rooting for that too. I'm rooting for Djibouti to qualify as well. Alright. So good album closer. Bit of a mellow album closer. And now we go to Saint Anger, My World. Oh boy. I'm scared about this track. I'm scared about everything on this album, to be fair. Okay, the drums sound normal. So far. Drums sound okay. It's an unlistenable. The trash can sort of works here. For now. This isn't bad so far. If he can get a direct flight, he can. Yeah, St. George probably works. Okay, this actually... Okay, 30 seconds in, I don't want to... Okay, this one works. And then the chorus just sucks. Okay, at least we got to the chorus before it sucked. It just sounds like he's just improvising. Yeah, Dobbins, I like to move a lot. If he's healthy, he can still play. I like the Dobbins move a lot. I think if you get him and RJ in the backfield, I think it's a lot better backfield than last year. I like it a lot. Now, yeah, okay, the vocals are starting to go off the rails here. Tiki Barman say Dobbins is a trade hole for every boot and never have his jersey worn again because he went to a rival. Yep, definitely. Tank starts running back one by the end of season 50 between Tank and Tootin. I could see, I just don't know with Tootin with the fumbling issues. I don't think Sikkim, I don't know on that one. So, because Tootin had some fumbling issues at Virginia Tech. That I wasn't crazy about. I can see Allen playing more because of how he does in pass protection. I can see LaQuinn Allen playing a bit more. Aaron still confounds me today. This song isn't unbearable, though. This one's not unbearable. Let's say a better chorus. Went to Green Bay and won with love, we will support him. But this This is where I sort of get what Metallica was going for with this album. This is the song where, like, okay, I get what they're going for. This one doesn't outright suck. It needs some work. It doesn't outright suck. Oh, that was Growing Pains? Oh, man. Devin take a swing at Jair if we trade Ramsey? I think so. I think it's going to be Miami or Minnesota. I do think it's going to be Miami or Minnesota. Yeah, this one actually kind of works. This is the first one that I actually sort of enjoy a little bit. Does see some refinement with the chorus. This one's not unbearable. Happy birthday, Hip Clip Baby. Happy 53rd Hip Clip. Munching on Ben Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough and drinking Code Red Mountain Dew. All good, man. All good. Enjoy your birthday, man. Hopefully we're doing some fun tonight. Hopefully we're doing some fun tonight. Want spare weather? Miami's way better than Minnesota. Although, to be fair, Minnesota does play in a dome. But, again, like in terms of living. Travis Etienne, I think he gets traded at the deadline. I think it's traded at the deadline. Dua Lipa's the leader if Swift says no? Ooh. Let me check on that. Let me check on that. Something break today about that? That'd be a good halftime show. Try to see if someone's posted anything about that. I mean, it'd be a fun halftime show. It'd be a really fun halftime show. Like, okay, it kind of goes off the rails at the end of this song. Some American Sweet have Lifetime Room 95. I remember Shop Dealer Drop. I don't remember that. Yeah, ready for some pop? I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Thurman Thomas, overrated, underrated. I think underrated. I think underrated. No one ever talks about him as like a top 10 running back of all time. He was very good. You haven't seen like a verifiable source saying that. Oh wait, actually, okay, I did see actually, okay. There's one account with 226,000 followers that said she apparently got the offer. They're going to survey demographic tuning for that. I'm sure. There you go. Okay, there actually is so. Okay, I did see Pop Tings tweet that. Thurman top 10. He's not top 10, but no one even talks about him in the conversation for that. I think Thurman Thomas is underrated. I can't really say he's overrated. Alright, that wasn't terrible. Right, Usher and Kendrick did great shows, but for the last one I liked a lot was Weekend 55. Yeah, again, obviously Rihanna was not that good. Rihanna was pretty bad, actually. Alright, that song was not bad. That song was not bad. Right, Taylor doesn't get it. Taylor doesn't get it. Alright, again, we're in overtime, so any requests, any chat GPTs and whatnot, we're going to do some of them right now. Let me just make sure this one works. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this one works just yet. Gotta refine this one a little bit. Give me a second. Try that. Did I like 54? You like Maroon 5? I thought Maroon... And I said this as someone that saw Maroon 5 live, and I think they're a good band. I thought Maroon 5 sucked. I thought Maroon 5 was a really bad halftime show. There was so much wrong with that show. I thought that was one of the worst ones of the 21st century. I thought that show was terrible. 2-0 Marlins. All right, off to a better start than Leicester. Let's go. All right. Hang on. That one works. All right. I mean, they're a good live band. They're a really good live. They're a really good live band. You thought 40... Oh, wait. Oh, for the Super Bowl. Okay, wait. Okay. I was going to say, for the halftime show, 48 was incredible with Bruno Mars. Yeah, 50. I think 48 was worse than 53. Kendrick and Usher were better shows and Room was more a cup of tea in terms of genre. That makes sense. I can live with that. All right. This should work. All right. Okay, we got a few things in the queue. We got Phineas and Ferb, Season 5, Episode 3. You know, Bruno Mars is great. Also up the Seahawks won. All right. Let's do this first Chat GPT. We got 3 in the queue. And then... Hang on. That's not how it's supposed to be. Coldplay, I don't think it knew what it wanted to be. I don't think Coldplay knew what it wanted to be. Like a new show, a tribute to other shows. It felt like a mishmash of ideas. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't... It was kind of meh. It's kind of meh. Alright, so we're going to write an episode of Phineas and Ferb where Dr. Doofenshmirtz creates an animator that turns MLB bullpens into literal bowls. Right, she's going to do she'll do the halftime show at some point, Taylor, because the only hold up was she needs to get the rights to all her music. Now she has a Coldplay Denver tonight. I heard they're a very good live band. I heard they are very good live. It's more like a light show more than anything. Russell Wilson, Hall of Famer. I mean, no one with that many Pro Bowls is kept out, but I personally would not put him in. I wouldn't put Russ in. But he's going to be an interesting case for sure. If he gets to the Super Bowl one more time, he's absolutely in. Oh, I didn't mind Coldplay the Super Bowl. I just didn't think it was great. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. And then they got upstaged by Bruno Mars. I think they actually got upstaged by their own guest artist. Right, Pro Bowls mean nothing now. Yeah, that's the other thing. Look, I personally, I would not vote Russ in. Personally, I would not vote Russell Wilson in. I can't say, oh, this guy should be in because he's made the Pro Bowl, and I'm pounding the table for Fred Taylor to make it in and Ken Riley to make it in, Jim Marshall. I can't do that. Like, Russell Wilson, for me, is not a Hall of Famer. For me, personally, he's not. Like, obviously, the whole ring argument, I think Phillip Rivers was better, and I don't think he belongs anywhere near the Hall of Fame. But Hall of Very Good, absolutely. Absolutely Hall of Very Good. All right, so, right, how many Russ Pro Bowls, if better quarterbacks have been on decline? Probably like, maybe like 5. Maybe like 5 on that one. Right, if he has an MVP. Now, again, if he has an MVP, if he gets an MVP this year with the Giants, or he makes a Super Bowl with the Giants, that changes a lot. That changes a lot, obviously. That changes the entire trajectory. Then I'd be like, you know what, he's in the Hall of Fame. But right now, I'd say no. Right now, I would say no. It's almost like I don't think Joe Flacco's a Hall of Famer anywhere near the Hall of Fame, but if he does, for whatever reason, go 19-0 with the Browns this year, and wins MVP and makes a Super Bowl and wins it, I'm like, okay, this gets a little bit interesting. Right, he never earned an MVP vote in his entire career. He never earned one in his entire career, which says a lot. He's had chances to, but, you know, I'm with you. I don't think Russ is a Hall of Famer. I don't think Russ is a Hall of Famer, but it's going to be an interesting case. I think what's interesting is the fact that Eli Manning came nowhere close to making it this year. The fact that Eli this year was one of the first guys of the 15 that was eliminated. Like, they didn't even talk about him getting in. I think that bodes very poorly for us. Right, could pull a Warner, but it's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. All right, let's do the Bullpeninator episode. Here we go. Hey, Ferb, I know what we're going to do today. We're going to build a fully automated MLB stadium, complete with a bullpen that actually trains pitchers on autopilot. How Russell Wilson's second most touchdown passes for a quarterback with 150 interceptions or less. The only person with more is Rodgers. And, yep. To a Hall of Fame. Got a lot of work to do. All right, cut to do. Oh, Barry the Platypus, bullpens. Every time I hear that word, I think, why not literal balls? You'll see, Barry the Platypus, when I was a boy in Gimpelstum, we didn't have baseball. We had ball, which was just balls. No ball, just balls. And I always wanted to be a relief pitcher, but they always gave me relief chores because, I had to be the garden gnome to protect the house. So now, I give you the bullpenator. It'll turn every bullpen in Major League Baseball into a pen full of actual balls. Perry enters, flips, kicks a lever, and Doof catches in midair in a net trap. What would Rodgers do to play himself out? Nothing. To play himself out? Nothing. He's got 4 MVPs. There's nothing he can do to play himself out. There is nothing whatsoever. When you win 4 MVPs, you are a lock. When you win the MVP 4 times, there is nothing you can do to play yourself out. Jeff Sarah should be in the Hall for his coaching ability. Yes, he should be. Rodgers is a bona fide lock. He can do whatever he wants at this point. Oh, that's to play himself out. I think I meant like on the field. Off the field, that's different. Yeah, off the field, he commits murder. Yeah, he's not in at that point. Like Jim Tyrer, like Darren Sharper. But like play himself out? No. Like Antonio Brown? No. No, there's nothing he could do on the field to play himself out. The only way he gets out is if he does something off the field. Like kills someone off the field. That's about the only way he could get out of the Hall of Fame at this point. But playing himself out? No. That will not happen. That will not happen. Alright. Not this time, Barry the Platypus. Upgrade the net with anti-platypus polymer. Whatever that means. Burn some Kurt Schilling stuff. I don't even think that would be enough. It would have to be, like, murder. His hiring will never make sense. It never made any sense at the time. Makes no sense in hindsight. That was just a mess of a situation. I don't know what the Colts were thinking, but it gave me good content. At least. Back to the stadium. What you doing? Just converting the backyard into an MLB grade stadium with robotic umpires and an AI that adjusts the strike zone based on the batter mood. I go dibs, I'm throwing out the first batter. That's not even a thing, Buford. Barcelona Tigers? Oh, Tigers. Easily. Buyers. Easy buyers. They're the best team in the AL. They're not. Pulling OJ? Yeah, well, that's... Right, that's... Right, if you commit murder, that's a little bit different. I'm a serial killer. I show my serial no mercy. There you go. Stick that spoon in him. Meanwhile, across town, Duvenschwartz activates the Inator. A glowing ray fires out of his tower, bounces off a satellite, zaps a bullpen in an actual game. Suddenly, the team's relief pitchers turn into bulls. There are sellers. Our curfew again tonight? I'm not surprised. Authorities are baffled. Pitchers are missing. Everyone's now a bull at this point. Everyone is a bull. Back in the backyard stadium, Phineas notices their AI pitcher tracker detecting strange biological signatures in every bullpen across the league. Wait, that's weird. Ferb, are you seeing this? Bulls in the bullpen? Somebody must be messing with baseball. Cut to the Duvenschwartz Tower. With the chaos of professional baseball, the fans will need new relief pitchers. And that's where Duvenschwartz Relief Pitching Agency comes in. For just $19.99 an inning, you got me in a cape. Perry breaks free from the net using a conveniently dropped peanut. And the Bulls crash into Dupe's tower as a result. Because I guess it gets aimed somewhere. No, I said bullpen, not bull in my pants. Cause you'll bury the platypus. So I guess everything goes back to normal as the Inator malfunctions because Perry hits something and his scheme is destroyed. Everything collapses. The Inator's destruction reverses the effects. The bullpens turn back into pitchers in midair over the stadium. Page is key. People laughed at Sirianni over the whole rock, paper, scissors, but look at him. No, that wasn't Sirianni. That was the game against Eagles. That was Peterson against Sirianni. Now look at him. Yeah, he got fired. Now look at him now. He got fired. Sirianni, that wasn't rock, paper, scissors. That was just against the Eagles. Calvin, 1 out of 5. Appreciate you, man. Bracket time. All right, let's do this after this episode is done. Appreciate you, man. We will do this in just a little bit. Appreciate you a ton, man. All right. Mullins also Waz. Oh, fact on that one. I gotta think about the bracket, but we're at the end of the episode almost. So, everything collapses. Everything goes back to normal at this point. A Major League scout appears and sees the stadium that Phineas and Ferb built. Kid, this is the most incredible stadium I've ever seen. You boys ever consider owning a team? No, but Ferb did design a genetically modified team of bats once, the flying kind. I mean, it was messy. Meanwhile, all bullpens have returned to normal. Officials are puzzled by the temporary livestock takeover. And Candace is saying, Mom, Facebook just teleported actual MLB pitchers into our backyard. Oh, that's nice, honey. Meanwhile, in the post-credit scene, Doofenshmirtz brushes hay off himself because the Bulls destroyed him. Okay, new plan. What if we turn dugouts into actual dug holes? Barry, no, not the shovel! It's in my Lone Sanchez. All right, bracket time. Stros, Jays, Tigers over Jays, Yanks over Stros, Tigers over Yanks. NL. Ooh, Dodgers, Padres. Padres right now. Giants over Phils. Mets over Giants, Cubs over Padres, Cubs over Mets, Cubs over Tigers. It was Syria. Wait, no. That was Doug. That was the Jaguars. What rock, paper, scissors thing? Wait. Oh! Okay, I'm thinking there was a separate incident. Yes, okay. The competitiveness, okay. Okay, yes. No, you're right on that. There's two separate rock, paper, scissors incidents in the NFL. There's two separate ones. I forgot about that one. So there was one with Sirianni doing it as a test to see how competitive they are. The one with Jacksonville against the Eagles, that was they used rock, paper, scissors to determine who was going on the field on a certain play. That was that. But I see which one you're talking about now. Yep, you're right. My bad on that. You're right on that one. Right, Stros play Twins. I got Stros on that one. Jays over Rays. You're not trusting the Twins in a playoff series anytime soon. All right, next up, we go to The Simpsons with blue-haired attorney removing Sternberg as the owner of the Rays. Representing Sternberg is Lionel Hutz. Here we go. Court is now in session. Major League Baseball versus Stuart Sternberg. Mr. Hutz. Is that your client present? Hang on, give me a second. Give me a sec. Hang on. There we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Yes, Your Honor. My client is absolutely here. Right behind me. Somewhere. Stu? You're doing great, buddy. Who's just an empty chair. And for the prosecution, Your Honor, the league seeks immediate removal of Mr. Sternberg as the owner of the Rays due to repeated violations of the No Stadium Shenanigans Clause and, frankly, an overuse of the word synergy. The gallery murmurs. Hutz adjusts his tie. Additionally, we propose the team be relocated to Orlando, a place with actual fans, fewer stingrays, and, dare I say, a whiff of legitimacy. Objection, Your Honor. He's slandering sea life and Central Florida in one breath. That's prejudicial. Overruled by myself. I'll do the overruling here. Right, sorry. You did great work, Your Honor. Very judicial. Classic rope. Mr. Hutz, do you have a defense? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and people in Rays hats who wandered here by mistake, I ask you, is my client guilty of poor decisions? Maybe. Has he tried to move the team to places like Montreal, Orlando, and according to one napkin, Space Florida? Sure, but is that illegal? I don't know. Probably. He flips through a book titled Law for when the judge is looking. May I remind the court that Mr. Hutz's law degree was printed on a sandwich wrapper. It was wax paper, thank you very much. And I happen to have passed the bar several times. Here's my loyalty card. He pulls out a punch card from Moe's Bar. Buy 9, get 1 free. It feels like TBS only shows Yankees and Braves at this point. It does. We'll reconvene after lunch. Mr. Hutz, please advise your client to stop calling the proposed stadium a pop-up dome. Absolutely, Your Honor. Totally understand. We'll go with baseball bouncy castle. So, as the proceedings continue, after hours of arguments, witness testimony, and one confusing interpretive dance by Mr. Hutz, hey, it was metaphorical. The Rays are the kite, and the wind is Orlando. I feel like that would work in MLB's favor. This court rules in favor of Major League Baseball. Effective immediately, Stuart Sternberg is removed as the majority owner of the Rays. The franchise will be transferred to new ownership and relocated to Orlando by the start of next season. So it is ruled. Bangs the gavel. All right. A marching band barges in, clearly hired by Orlando boosters. Confetti cannons go off prematurely. Justice, like a well-maintained ballpark, must be evenly mowed and carefully enforced. Wait, Your Honor. I'd like to file a motion for an extreme do-over. Or maybe baseball double jeopardy. That's a thing, right? Mr. Hutz, please return the court-issue necktie. It's not a napkin. Too late. Sternberg is dragged out by ushers, still shouting something about regional brand equity and Canadian fans. Okay, this isn't over. I stole my law practice. Wait, or was that the dry cleaners? Oh, man. So the Orlando Dreamers will play a game next season. Hutz represents a hot dog stand in a class action suit against Buns. Classic Lionel Hutz. All right, last ChatGPT for the moment. Again, $5 more gets you in if you want any audio, any ChatGPTs. We still have to do Season 5, Episode 3 for Innocent Firms, so we're not even close to done. Right, TBS only gets to show Braves. Yeah, it used to be because Ted Turner owned it. Yeah. All right, here we go. The pilot episode for The League of Villains. Episode 1. Welcome to Utah. Evil never sleeps. Here we go. The camera pans across a desolate parking lot of a sun-blasted conference center in the middle of St. George, Utah. Buzzards circle overhead. Tumbleweeds roll by. Suddenly, a burst of green light. A portal opens, and Dr. Doofenshmirtz stumbles out, dragging a suitcase shaped like a toaster. So long story short, I lost the tri-state area again, but this time, I've got friends. Evil friends. Now we go to inside the convention center. Goobot is floating above a cheap fold-out table. Plankton scuttles up the mic cord. Crocker bursts through the drywall like the Kool-Aid Man. There we go, parents! Oh, wait, wrong meeting. You're all late. Typical terrestrial behavior. They all begin bickering when a giant LED screen comes down. Michael the Fiver, appreciate you, man. Email, beautiful. Beautiful. Get you on that. We'll do Phineas and Ferb last just because I have to get the laptop and plug in the headphones and everything. Alrighty. $5 more going to the Cardinals game. Trying to make a comeback again. Tomorrow's the last day to vote for that. You make the call. Tomorrow's the last day on that one. Alright, they all been bickering, and now Stephanie appears in a giant LED screen. Welcome to the League of Villains. Let's change the world and maybe baseball. Here we go. A heavy metal cover of You Belong With Me plays over quick cuts of villain antics. Here we go. Act 1. The meeting of the evil minds. Stephanie now joins them in person. You're here because you've all failed alone. Repeatedly. Pathetically. But together, we can do something truly chaotic. Like, ban the designated hitter. I'm in if I get 15% of global burger sales. Ooh, can I name my team the Evil Incinerator's? Only if I can prove fairies are real or outlaw children. I don't care what we do, so long as Jimmy Neutron suffers. Why does NFL do draft player trades that much like the NBA? 2 reasons. Part of it is, number 1, it's a lot easier to get into a new system in the NBA versus the NFL. It's a lot easier. Number 2, though, more importantly, free agency is a thing in the NFL, and it's not a thing in the NBA yet. So, and what I mean by that is that the NFL has free agency, and then 6 weeks after that, they have the draft. So you fill all your holes in free agency. So you know what you need going into the draft. The NBA, free agency is after the draft. So that's part of why. Because you don't know who you're going to sign yet in free agency. You don't know who you're going to get. So it would be a lot different if the draft was in July. Take it over and meanwhile as a person friend. Appreciate you, man. KAJ, overrated, underrated. The Dolphins running back. I would say a bit underrated. Not a long peak, but he was very dominant at his peak. All right, deal. Now say it with me. Long live the league. Tua, overrated, underrated? Overrated by you. I know that. Overrated by you. I think a bit underrated by the rest of the league. I think a bit underrated. I'll give you underrated. But by you, definitely overrated. So now we are doing a training montage in the Utah Cannons. Stephanie swings a bat at drones while screaming Taylor Swift lyrics. Plankton tries to command mountain goats. Doofenshmirtz's lair team bondinginator explodes. Crocker uses a cactus as a real-life lie detector. And Goobot updates its LinkedIn to the Galactic Strategist Evil LLC. The montage ends with them all in a circle. I think we need therapy. I am therapy. The first mission for the league. Hijack a major league or minor league game to test Stephanie's new rules. No gloves, 4 bases in a circle, every inning is a Swift album. What the hell is Midnight's Ball? It's the future. And your bench if you can't sing the bridge of All Too Well, the 10-minute version. Chaos ensues. Plankton gets ejected for trash talk. Crocker tries to turn the mascot into a fairy spy. Doof gets stuck in the hot dog cannon. Stephanie forces the umpire to use glitter for balls and strikes. The game ends in collapse. It does not work. Nothing about this game works. Everyone fails. And the villains are now back in the center licking their wounds. That was a failure. No, that was change. Real, glitter-fueled, violent change. You're insane. I prefer disruptive. Next week, we're crashing the All-Star game. Can I drive the Zamboni? That's hockey! And then, I guess it's like The Office almost in this, where everyone's doing confessionals. I miss Perry, but this is nice. They don't respect me. I'll poison them all! They're all figments of fairy magic, except Stephanie. She terrifies me. I am Taylor Swift, and I will rewrite the rulebook of existence. Dun, dun, dun. To be continued. Speaking of which, speaking of continuation, Season 2, Episode 20 of Frazen. Steelers going on to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Here we go. What kind of chaos will unfold here? Here we go. Welcome back, folks. The Steelers continue their playoff push, but with Frank, Skylar, and those 3 whiny little monsters with us, who knows what kind of chaos awaits. I'd rather shove a cactus in my butt than listen to these kids cry for another 4 quarters. Get ready for football, tears, and a little madness that only Frazen can deliver. The camera cuts to Caillou, Lil Brown Bear, and DW in the stands, already crying. I don't like Arizona. It's too dry. It's an indoor stadium. The sun is too bright. My eyes hurt. I want to go back to the woods. Oh, the kickoff hasn't even happened yet. I really want to throw these 3 kids out of the booth. First quarter of the game begins, and so do the tears. Cardinals lead 3-0 early on. Oh, boy. That's rare that the other team has the lead. Connor Murray to Hollywood Brown for a 40-yard gain. Has not been on the team in a while, but who cares at this point? Cardinals lead 3-0. But the Steelers go to their 2-quarterback system. Fields and Wilson do well, and the Steelers take a 7-3 lead as the Cardinals defense looks like they've been hit by a truck or Frank's lemonade stand. Excelsior Frank, baby. Excelsior Frank for the win. Cardinals get a quick touchdown, though. They lead 10-7. Meanwhile, Skylar's trying to enhance the broadcast, hits the wrong button, and plays elevator music over the same speakers. I think that's the second time he's done that. Oops, I thought it said play action, not play music. We've gone from football to a dentist's waiting room. Good job, Skylar. Frank, ever the opportunist, grabs a microphone and leads the crowd in manifesting destiny, blending perfectly with the elevator music. The fans, fully indoctrinated, start swaying like they were at a cult meeting. On the field, the Steelers defense steps up. TJ Watt strips the ball, Fitzpatrick recovers, and the Steelers now lead 14-10. Meanwhile, the kids' crying intensifies, driving everyone to the booth and saying, J.K. Dobbins, I think it's a great signing for the Broncos. I think it's a phenomenal signing for Denver. This late in the game, you have J.K. and RJ in the backfield. I like that a lot. Well, the kids continue crying. I want ice cream. I want it now. Why is football so boring? I hate it. Why are you at every game then? I wish I was a trade. Trees don't have to listen to this. I swear, if they don't shut up, I'm going to test how soundproof this booth really is. Now, instead of the traditional scheduled halftime show, Frank and Skylar do a soothing sound session to calm the kids for the second straight halftime show. Skylar plays the kazoo horribly off key. Frank whispers, I do good into a microphone set on reverb. It does not work. Second straight week, the halftime show does not work. Now, this is what insanity feels like. I'm not sure if I'm awake or trapped in a fever dream. The Steelers pull away quickly in the third quarter. They now lead 28-13 after Fields scrambles for a touchdown and Pittsburgh gets a second touchdown, and then Freiermuth gets a touchdown after Hayward gets a sack. 35-13 the score. Despite the chaos, the team is staying focused. The kids are still crying, though. I don't like this game. Why are they still playing? I miss my toys. I want my toys. I wish I was a trade. Trees don't have to deal with this. He said that twice. Someone, please, for the love of Allah, sorry, make it stop. Steelers now have a 42-13 lead. They win the game by that score. They're going to the playoffs at 12-2. But the kids are still crying. George Collins throwing his notes in the air. Joe Elliott slamming his head against the desk. Skylar's tangled in his own headset. And Frank, ever the optimist, is leading the crowd in a quack, quack, quack chant. Now we are in the boardroom. Those kids are driving the Fraz and crew insane. What if we weaponize them? I thought they were going to do that last week. To weaponize them. Right? But I'm going to say, I thought last week they were going to try weaponizing them. We're already negotiating with the parents of the whiniest characters in TV history. If we can bring them all together, we could create a force so annoying, so unbearable, even Frank and Skylar can't handle it. The camera zooms in on dossier labeled Operation Weaponized Whining, featuring pics of Caillou, Lauren Bear, DW, and other several miserable, tear-soaked faces. The whining will begin weaponized. I guess this was a test. It was like, okay, we're just going to make sure that we can get it done. And I guess now it's full speed ahead. They want to give one more week. They didn't want to mess up the Arizona game. All right, but we're going to do some Phineas and Ferb, Season 5, Episode 3. Yeah, I have to get my laptop for that, but I have that conveniently underneath my desk. So, actually, before we do that, Rob with a sixer. Got you on the Cardinals game. George Carlin tricks the whiny quartet into Dexter Morgan's house where they meet their deaths. Oh, I love that. I love that prompt. Trying to build the series and everything up. Oh, I like where it's going. Cardinals are coming back. Cardinals are coming back in this one. Cardinals are coming back. Slowly but steadily. Not down by a ton, all things considered. Alright. Let me get this ChatGPT in. Poor Big Red. Yep, poor Big Red on that one. Poor Big Red. Hang on. All right. Saving the weaponized whining officially for next season? Oh, okay. Slow build. I like it. All right. Let's try this again. He's here to take a chance to give $5 more for any ChatGPTs, audios, anything you want me to do, we will do it. I appreciate all you guys being here for this stream. We're going to be live tomorrow as well for NBA Finals, which I'm excited about. So I can't kill the kids, unfortunately. I can't kill them. There's nothing that will allow me to do that. ChatGPT said it crosses a line. But we're going to try and make it. Okay, but this should work. Shower makes a dumb decision to be the kickoff game? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely on that one. Absolutely, I think. All right. This one works. All right. George Carlin sits in a dark room lit by static from the wall of TVs, each one blaring footage of screeching children. Caillou is melting down because his teddy bear is in the wash. Lauren Bear is throwing croissants because his crayons broke. DW is slapping Arthur with legal threats written in crayon. Little Princess trying to annex her nursery and rename it the Queen of a Me. George Carlin stares straight into the camera. I've said a lot of crazy things in my life, but these for the end of civilization. Time to hit the reset button. Each child receives a golden ticket to the House of Infinite Attention, a place where nobody says no, everything smells like Play-Doh, the rules of physics bent to tantrums. Of course they go. Each of them, dragged by their egos and snack-fuel rage, enter Dexter's house. This'll be therapeutic, but the kids are already too much. Within 4 minutes, they've set his kill room on fire, rewired his air conditioner to play the Peppa Pig theme on loop, and DW tries to arrest Dexter for being suspiciously quiet. You think I'm the monster? You're the boss level. George Carlin arrives in person, wearing black shades, a trench coat, and wielding the suckometer, a device calibrated to detect Pete Brat behavior. He activates it, the screen flickers. Massive warning, level 5, entropic whining detected. The house seals shut. The kids laugh. But all of a sudden, the house transforms. Walls become padded. Floors turn into conveyor belts. A full-scale cartoon purge begins. Caillou tries to whine his way out. But every time he opens his mouth, a clown whore honks, and a giant foam hand slaps him back into a timeout dimension. Alright, so that's allowed. Hitting them is allowed. For some reason. Hitting them is allowed. Apparently. I don't know why that's allowed. But apparently it is. Apparently it is. Little Bear is locked in an infinite loop of waiting for Mama, who never arrives, while French grammar worksheets pile up endlessly. W finds herself in a courtroom where Arthur is the judge, loses her case, lollipop, and legal license. Little Princess is crowned Queen of Absolutely Nothing. Her throne melts. Her minions vanish. She's forced to do chores with generic brand soap. Dexter watches. Wait, I was never the apex predator. Nah, but I am. The 4 children are now locked in separate soundproof cartoon cells, each forced to listen to calm, rational parenting podcasts for eternity. Outside, George, Carl, and Dexter clink glasses. To peace and quiet. And adult TV time, baby. So, that is it. That is it. They are trapped forever. Just in a 408-foot home run? Oh, boy. Yeah, I tried to do... Sure, Jones going to be by week 5, I think so. Wouldn't shock me at this point. I tried doing it with they Meet Their Deaths and said, let's keep things respectful. I'm like, okay. So we'll but apparently hitting them is okay. Apparently committing violence on them is more than fine. I feel like infinite time, you can torture them. Can't kill, but you can torture them for eternity. Torture them in isolation. Solitary confinement for eternity for 4-year-old kids. That's allowed. Killing them is not allowed, but that's close enough. Close enough. Alright, let's get Phineas and Ferb up. I have not seen episode 3 yet. So we're going to do that right about now. Again, you see what it takes to get into the queue? It was cartoonish violence, yep. So it takes to get into the $5 or more gets you in. At this point, again, I cannot watch it on my computer. I have to watch it on my laptop because Disney Plus thinks I'm streaming. They have a blocker for that, which sucks, but I get it. NBC has the same thing. CBS has the same thing as well. ESPN does not, which is good. But let's do some Phineas and Ferb. Call me next episode. See if Joey's going to want to come on and read my lines. I'll pay you. Oh. Alright. Alrighty. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Disney Plus. Episode 3 of Phineas and Ferb. I've not seen it yet. I'm excited. This has been a very good revival so far. Alright. Episode 3. Alright. Like the theme song, but we'll skip it. Alright, here we go. Setting through 4 scores. Nice. Is it just winter? I feel like... Is it just winter? It's a lot of fans. Her phone is dead. It's like a paradox. What's Perry up to now? Just put the coat on the fridge. That's his best entrance yet. Oh boy. Feel bad for Carl. And it's gone. Yep. No, this is not a Spencer copy. I thought at first, the first like 30 seconds. It's not. Oh. The water park's got me insane. Oh. Oh, I bought Perry a wristband? Oh. It's a lot of money for this water park. A $40 water park. Oh my god. Oh god. It makes sense. They'd... Oh, tragic childhood story. Oh, he just wants a birthday party. With an oil park. I'm gonna steal that line. I use that for walking. Why is Buford sharing a sled? I was looking at... I was gonna say, why is Buford sharing a sled with people? Promise in 48 hours? Have a good time, man. Have a good time. Yeah, that seems like a bad idea for an ice cream truck. Have a great time, though, prom. Have a great time. That's what I make of it. 48 years ago. Somehow I doubt that. Somehow I highly doubt that. Hey, it's that time for New York schools. I remember my prom. I don't remember where it was. I remember, like, parts of my prom. I feel like the cops would, like, be on this too, being like, okay, why is there a giant wheel? I'm in 24. Oh. On a Wednesday. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's crazy that Candace has a phone. Like, just take a photo of this. It's not like... Like, we established that you can take photos. Like, that person just took a photo. Yeah, charting people in a song sequence is rough. Come on, Mateo, you never believe this. The Mets are losing. How early on in the game are we? Appreciate you. The vegan rodeo incident. I need to go start behind this. Oh my god. I'm not even looking at the kids behind him get on the ride. Uh-oh. Everyone's got rug burns. Everyone's got rug burns at this point. Or the third? Yeah, it's early. How much are they down by? Like, it's like 10-0 like the D-backs were that first inning. Phil Martin's winning. There you go. What's funny too is that Phineas and Ferb like do not mind. Like we've already established they are okay with the parents finding out. Huh. What's up with her neck? Oh my god, Mom just needs to look. Just pick up the tortoise and move it. Whew. I mean, you make each give 3 days. I don't like it. I don't like it. With the way travel is now, there's no reason it should be. I'm right there with you, Sports Talk. It takes too long for the finals. The momentum's already gone. Momentum's already gone. Should be 1 day in between each game. Cubs hit 2 home runs since Kelsey joined the booth. And I think you need to keep Kelsey in the booth. I think at that point, you put the game on mute, hope Kelsey stays in the booth, and just hope for the best. Ashley Tells is not age today. You were right on that. Ashley Tells looks exactly the same, sounds exactly the same. Kyle Tucker about the bases loaded. Extend Kyle Tucker, baby. He'll get it done. Even 2. Yes. Right, 3 days still. Right, 2 days. You have to have 2 days. You're not going back to back. Back to backs would be insane. You don't want games decided back to back days. You don't want to do back to backs. But it melts in the sun. Wow. So Phase of Herbs say, oh yes, the company, yes. I love this couple. It does come on, yep. How they get into the water park? Oh, part 2. Oh my god. Oh, I'm burying the pool. Wait, one off game, one. Yes. Oh. Alright, deconstructing Doof. Part 2. We're saying Gen Z is wearing a check. Right, finally get you to depend on distance. I don't know. People, I mean, they fly private now. They get to the city like with plenty of time. You don't need more than a day to get acclimated. But we're in a check. I would say I'd say 50%. I'd say 50%. Sound like I found NBA games air at 6 p.m. on Sundays. I am with you there. At least 7. All right. Oh, there's actual data? Oh, 26%. Oh, all right. I feel like this violates every therapy confidentiality agreement. What this therapist is doing. Was he on TV? Like, oh my god, this therapist sucks. This therapist sucks. Alright, Warsaw, sure, 3 days moving up. Okay, see Indianapolis. Oh god. Is this where they can put the dots together and pair the platypus? Oh boy. A Doof Candace Stewart I did not see coming. That's for collapse. Again, they're like the best team in the NL right now, record-wise. Oh my gosh. Oh god. Are they gonna... It's like a Broadway song. This feels like... This is a Broadway song. Oh man. Oh, are they gonna find out about Perry? Oh, Perry. Why do he even need to... Why do you even need to do that? Like, he could talk with him on watch. But... Watch if would somehow like cool help her. Yes. Oh, so there's the Bread Bowl hot tub. That was the Bread Bowl hot tub. Let's have a look at the shortest distance. Yes. Self-destructing. Self-destruct. What? Self-destruct inception? Yeah, you can drive from there, yes. a table read? Oh my god. They're just doing a table read. NHL spending 5 players? I mean, after last night, I get it. It got way out of hand. That was so dirty what the Oilers did Game 3. Closest between Canadian U.S. teams, Vancouver, Seattle. I think it's Buffalo, Toronto. I think it's Sabres, Maple Leafs. All right, here we go. Yeah, just take a photo. Like, this guy... Oh, there's a disco blimp. My parents... Yeah, the Oilers were worse. Well, they nailed the disco beat. Here we go. A ban on bringing real life rats. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's dangerous for the rats. It's just a health violation. My God. I'm impressed the service got this many people to attend their TED Talk. Also, it seems like therapist should be fired. Right, or investigate everything, for the most part. There's a self... Oh, Perry. Oh, man. Oh, I don't think the series is over either. I don't think it's over, but I think the Panthers are going to come back. Right after the entire flow of the game. Not that the game had any flow in the third period. At 42 it happened. Thoughts on NHL? I did not hear anything about that. She is not doing fine. She is twitching. Oh my god. That was great. That was great. Oh man. Oh my god. That was so good. Man. Yeah, this season's off to a great start. I cannot wait for episode 4. This season's off to a phenomenal start. This revival is the spirit of the original. And it's really good. Alright, last call. Clock's at 0. How's it going, Joe? Appreciate you tuning in. Just back from 10 pop from party. Nice. Nice. Hope you had a good time, man. McDavid has to score. He does have to score this series. Next League of Villains episode. We're just finishing up now, but we're not done yet. We'll stay on for another 2 minutes. unless any more donations come in for the for ChatGPTs and whatnot, and audios and whatnot. Next League of Villains episode B. Ooh, I would say I wanted to hijack the All-Star game. Maybe Crocker thinks there's gonna be Fairly Odd Parents at the All-Star game. Thinks to be Fairly Odd Parents at the All-Star game, and he makes it his mission to try and fairy-proof the stadium. I don't know. So Mr. Krabs, Krab Patty Formula, trying to sell overpriced burgers at the All-Star game, knowing that you can upcharge a crap ton at these special events. I don't know. A lot of options. A lot of options. This series can go a lot of different ways because there's so many different plot lines with this. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Again, if you haven't seen today's video, click the link above. We go back to the 1960s on this one, and we will have a lot of cool videos coming out the next week. Don't you worry about that. And last call for anything. Otherwise, we are... Hang on. Otherwise, we will sign off here. And here's the game plan. Tomorrow, we are live for the NBA Finals. That game starts at 8:30 Eastern Time. That's when it says it's going to start. There's no way it starts on time, but we'll be live at 8:30. Oh, so you know Castellanos is going to hit a home run now, Cujo. You know Castellanos will hit a home run while this talk is going on. Because he always hits at the worst possible times on the broadcast. So, my apologies for the Cubs about to be down by however many runs at this point. So, new video dropping tomorrow around 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We will also have stream tomorrow at 8:30 for the NBA Finals. And, yeah, I will be at the D-backs game tomorrow night as well. So, or not tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, I should say. So, should be a fun one. Should be a fun one. Might do some OT before. I don't know yet. I might hop on the NBA Finals stream a bit before. And we do some OT before. Yes, I have talked about Dick Ward in 2 recent videos. I have. If I had a nickel for every time. It's bizarre. I did not plan it that way. Did not plan it that way, but he's actually played a role in 2 videos as of late. So, appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for this fun overtime stream and whatnot. So, JG9 signing off. Tomorrow's the last day for me to make the call as well between Yankees Royals and Cardinals Royals. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Game 3, and I don't know what time we're going to go live for that. Definitely by 8:30, but we might go live before and do a little bit streaming before. I don't know yet, but definitely plan on 8:30 tomorrow. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off, and I will see you guys tomorrow night.